In 1964, a young law student named Paul Ramsay bought a house on Sydney's lower North Shore. He turned that house into a private psychiatric clinic, one of the first in Australia. Well, 50 years later, Ramsay Health Care is one of the biggest operators of hospitals anywhere in the world. They've got over 150 hospitals, 30,000 staff, and they take care of 1.5 million people. So from humble beginnings, they become one of the great Aussie success stories. And 50 years later, Paul says that success is based on one thing: taking care of people.
Right at the start, I always said, now we've got to look after the patients and be the best at that. And if you look after the patient, that everything else will follow. I went to a place at Albury, which I built 30 years ago, and I arrived there one day and there were 3 nurses at the front door, and they said, look, we want to tell you we've been here since day one and we've loved every day. So that was terrific, wasn't it? During the 50 years, I've worked with some amazing people. Dr. John Allard, who was my first doctor, he was the doyen of psychiatrists in those days. I can still see him arriving, and he said, now, if you don't interfere with me, I'll fill this place. Oh, that's very good. So
this is 1964 or so?
64, yeah.
Ramsay Health Care.
Yeah.
The biggest private hospital business in Australia?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I never wanted to be number one, because everyone would be after us. I'd like to keep private, low profile, but no, it's turned out, and mainly because we have, fantastic people. You can have the best building in the world, beautiful new building, but if the people, the nurses and the staff and the doctors, aren't doing the right thing, it's no good. I'd rather be in an old, shabby building with beautiful people doing the right thing. We try and instill that the Ramsay way.